Hi there, this is Aaron. Today is Saturday the 15th of March. It's day 40 on the allotment. This is the 40th sort of day block that I've been able to spend here, and what a glorious day it is to celebrate your 40th. It not just feels as if spring is in the air, it feels as if summer's on its way, which has got to be misleading. But we're very lucky to have this weather, and everything suggests that it's going to stay for a while. So I have lots to do on the allotment. The main thing that I want to do today is to get the area dug where my leeks are going to go, and also to make a start on the brassica bed. Which I desperately need to do, because now that I've got the brassica seeds in to grow, time is now of the essence to have somewhere to put those. So that's what I'm going to be getting on with. But before I do that, let's have a look around the allotment. We're going to start off in the greenhouse, and these are my brassicas that I planted last weekend. Nothing happening there yet. Over here, I planted some onions in the core tubes, and there's actually 2 of these that have come through, which is quite amazing. The others haven't. Now, obviously, if they don't come through, I'm just going to put more onion seeds in, and the same with these brassicas. If they don't germinate, I'll just put more seeds in until some do. These are my peas. Nothing's happening there. And these are my other broad beans that I planted as well. Nothing's happening there yet, but I mean, you wouldn't expect anything to be happening here yet. My leeks, I mean, I put these in, and I was very nervous because I knew I wasn't going to be able to get down here that much while I'm at work, and so whether or not I'd put enough water in. And it does look as if I've put enough water in the troughs, because they're suffering no ill effects. My potatoes continue to chit. I was very worried that frost might get to them, but it looks as if a combination of the polystyrene and the greenhouse have kept the frost off of those, which is absolutely brilliant. The broad beans are well in flower now, and thank you to Dale, who told me that yes, they may not look that attractive, but that is what broad bean flowers are supposed to look like. Look, lovely set on there. So just waiting now for the broad beans to appear. We appear to have done the hard work. I'm going to make sure that they get some water, and also look to see if there's any feed I can put in there. Now, I saw on Gardener's World actually this morning that Monty Don had started to actually plant broad beans directly into the ground, and I'm wondering, because I've got a couple of gaps here, maybe if I should just plant some in the ground as well, or whether I should set them off in the containers in the greenhouse, you know, and just say, well, this is my first lot, even with the gaps. I'm going to leave them alone, and we'll just grow some more so that when they're done we put the next lot in. So in 2 minds about that, really. These are my garlic that I said I was a bit worried about rust, and I think it was Chris said, can we have a closer look? Is this close enough? I'm wondering if the blood, fish and bone will be enough to bring these back, but you can see that there are little yellow tips and dry bits at the end of the leaves, so I'm wondering what it is that they're not getting. It's actually the same with these onions, you know, just little yellow dry bits at the end. I put blood, fish and bone down on both these and the garlic. They do look a little bit better than they were. I'm a bit worried that these onions have been blown by the wind, well, we'll see what we'll get. We'll see what we get. You can see here, this is my red currant, and that's no longer buds, that's greenery, that's leaves growing. So I'm very, very pleased about that. I wish I could say the same for my white currant. It hasn't really shown anything yet, but I am hopeful, because I can see a bit of colour on that. And this is the twig, still nothing doing there. I'm becoming more and more sceptical as the weeks go by whether this is going to do anything, and wondering if I should just bite the bullet and go out and get a new black currant. And finally my rhubarb, which is doing really, really well. Definitely coming on there. I saw Jamie's rhubarb before I came out, and that looks amazing. I mean, obviously this is nothing like that, but I hope in years to come that I may have rhubarb to compete with that. We'll see. This is the area that I've got to dig today. This is where my leeks are going to go. It's between my garlic on this side and my onions on this side, so keeping the alliums all together, and I'm hoping I can get that finished, hopefully today. And once I do get it finished, what I then need to do is to turn this into a brassica bed. So there's my allium bed, and then this will get dug. I've had cardboard down all winter, which has taken care of a lot of grass, admittedly not all of it, and some of the cardboard is now broken up and is allowing the grass to come back, but this is going to be a brassica area. So there we go. Lots to keep me busy today, quite a lot of digging to do, so I'm just going to get on with it and talk to you at the end. Talk to you later. Now that I've got the tripod, one of the things that I can show you is what I'm actually doing with this ground, because first of all I'm putting the big fork in and lifting up a section all along. Then what I do is pick it up and go through it with my fork, looking to mainly sort of break it up so that it's not compacted anymore, but also pulling out white roots. Now this is one of the reasons why it takes me so long to clear an area, but I do think it's worthwhile, because once I have cleared an area, the couch grass is staying away. So I can see as I'm going through it where the couch grass, tiny little roots are. Here's one, so I can pick that out and chuck it away. It's hard work. Well, one of my allotment neighbours has just come over and been very kind enough to share a beer with me. One of his beers, so thank you very much for that, and it just goes to prove it's not all hard work. So what I've done is put some more of these core little tablets in water so that they swell up. And I'm going to plant a few more things. I've got some cucumber. I'm going to plant some of these. I'm not going to plant all of these. I've only got 15 in the packet, and I don't know if it's too early, but we're going to have good weather for a couple of weeks, so I'm going to give it a try. And then I've also got some celery, which I'm going to start off as well. I'm going to set a few more Kelvedon Wonder peas off, and also a few more Aquadulce broad beans. So that's 5 of the cucumbers sowed, and the seeds that are quite conical and long, what I've done is to plant them downwards, because they say if you just put them across, then that doesn't work and that doesn't germinate. Now with the celery, which the variety says to sow indoors from February onwards, so I'm possibly a month behind on this, but they say to just sow them on top because they need the light to germinate. So I haven't covered these. I've just dusted a few on top. Now it's possible that I've dusted too many on top, in which case we'll have to pull them off, but that's the instructions. So we've got 9 little modules with some celery in. And here what I've done is to sow some more of the Kelvedon Wonder. Now I read that peas actually don't mind being in such close proximity to each other. And I also went to a lecture where a very experienced gardener said that. So what I've done this time is in the same pots I've put 3 pea seeds into each pot. So 3 times the number of seed. So these are going in a week later than the others. I'm going to put them alongside the others. And it's going to be interesting to see how these do compared to the others which only had 1 seed in. So now what I have is all of these in the pink tray are broad beans. There's 9 of those. No, there isn't. There's 12 of those in there. And then underneath there's 2 more. And then over here I've got 8 of the Kelvedon Wonder that have got 1 pea seed in. And under here another 8 where they've got 3 in. So we'll see which ones turn out the best. This is quite incredible because just through the day, I'm actually talking to you on Sunday now, but just through the day you can see little shoots peeping through on some of the lettuce. Nothing coming through on the others yet, but the lettuce is coming into life. My word, I need to get going on that brassica bed. And you can see how slow the technique is, although I do maintain that it's really good for the soil. I've managed to get, I don't know, about 5 foot across and maybe 3 foot, 4 foot here, 3 foot there across. So if I can do the same again next week, then I'll make it across without any difficulty. Well, and with that, we're coming towards the end of the day now. I do feel as if I've got some good things done. I've got some more seed sown. I wanted desperately to finish digging across where the leeks are going to go, but there's so much couch grass and white roots for bindweed and also dock tap roots that I've found, that it's pretty slow going. And I remember when I was digging from the other end for the garlic that it was pretty slow going there as well. So it's going to be a job that I think I can finish that next weekend. Yeah, that was it. It's been an absolutely glorious weekend. We've had people coming out on the plot. Probably not as many as I thought we were going to see, but there's been a good 5 or 6 people that have been coming up and saying hi today. So that was day 40. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on the allotment. Goodbye.